Hello and welcome to Retro Chick Presents. When I did my first few makeup tutorial videos, I said that I would run through how to create a flawless base using a mineral foundation a bit more in a later video, so that's what I'm going to do today. I like using mineral foundation because I find it creates a natural look. It's easy to build up the layers to get more coverage if you want it for the evening, but during the day I can use just a light layer and get a really natural, flawless look that doesn't get greasy or shiny throughout the day. I use L'Oreal True Match Minerals in Rose Vanilla. I've tried other mineral foundations because I thought they were cheaper, but I've never found another one that works for my skin tone and my skin type quite as well as that. I've got skin that can get quite greasy across the T-zone throughout the day, so if I want a really long-lasting foundation, I also use a primer underneath that if it needs to last all day. The key to a flawless base is in preparing your skin. So first of all, make sure your skin is scrupulously clean. Use a cleanser first thing in the morning, or even just a face wipe or a toner. And then apply moisturiser. This is Boots Vanishing Day Cream I use. Okay, so I spend a few minutes massaging that in because it plumps up the skin and brings the blood to the surface of your skin. Then, before you apply anything else to your face, you need to wait at least 10 minutes for it to sink in. Once your moisturiser has sunk in, the next thing you need to do if you want to use a light touch with the foundation for a more natural look is to make sure that any blemishes are covered up. For dark circles under your eyes, maybe you'll need a lightening concealer, and then a heavier weight concealer for any spots or blemishes that you have. When I apply concealer, I use a rolling patting motion to blend that into my skin so as not to rub it off while you're applying. And when applying the lightening concealer to the underneath of your eyes, if you use your ring finger instead of your index finger, you'll get a lighter touch which will stop you dragging the delicate skin under your eyes and causing wrinkles or anything else terrible. For a really long lasting finish, I'll then use a primer. I just use that on my T-zone and the bits that sometimes get a bit greasy, maybe across my eyelids, just to add a little bit extra of a mattifying effect. And onto the foundation. I've seen several ways people say to apply this. I've seen people say to tip the powder onto the back of your hand and then swirl the brush in it that way. With this particular type of one, if you can see, it has little holes on the inside, so I tip it upside down, get a little bit of the powder out, just tap it a bit so there's not too much in there. And then I swirl the brush around in it. I find I waste less foundation that way, because it all falls back through the holes and I don't get too much on the brush. And I'm going to dot it on my forehead, cheeks and chin, and then just blend and just keep blending until you get it smooth all over your face. A few final tips. Use circular motions to blend it in. Keep blending. That's the key to a smooth finish with anything, I think, when you're doing makeup. But if you finish off with some light downward strokes, that makes all the tiny hairs on your face lay in the same direction and will give you a smoother finish. Secondly, take it easy around the eyes. If you've got tiny little wrinkles around your eyes, like most people do, sometimes the powder formulation can settle slightly into those. It's also best if you're already dressed, make sure you cover your clothes up or do your foundation while you're wearing an old t-shirt or something like that, because loose particles of this can fall onto your clothes and make a right mess of your lovely frock.